Hey guys, Outdoors with Max here. Today we're going to take some shots with my my recurve. It is a Rogeim, made in Italy, 28 inch, at 28 inch, which means the draw length at 28 inch is 50 pounds. It's 60 inches long. The model number is Impala. We are in Ontario, Canada, so it is quite, it's within the reasonable limits for hunting. You can hunt deer or anything else you want to hunt with it. Moose might be a bit different. I'd have to check the regulations on that, but we're going to take some shots with this, and maybe we'll take a look at what I normally carry in the woods. Well, let's get started. So I've just decided this, but I've decided that today I'm going to just work on the building of the muscles rather than aim. So likely when you see my shots, you're going to see some that are likely a lot closer together than others. Some may be very wildly apart. I'm not going to pay very close attention to where I'm aiming. I'm just going to pay closer attention to my form. Basically be paying close attention to the way I'm holding the bow and the way I release the bow. Just for instance, I'm going to try and not pluck. That may be, I'm not sure if I'm going to or not. We'll find out right here. That's how I should be shooting. Sometimes I forget to do that. That's what happens when you spend so much time not practicing. I'll be spending a lot more time out here. that is why there's a backstop. When you make that really bad shot or that really bad grouping there, like I just made, that that backstop makes a big difference. Then you're not searching for your arrows all through the woods. Not horrible, one way off, but not a horrible grouping. That was horrible. Oh, that one hurt. Being a bit sloppy here, I should stop that. So 4 of my 5 arrows I'm using today actually have different heads. They're a little bit bigger than the arrow shaft themselves, so they're a bit difficult to pull out. The ones I really like are these fat bellies. I actually bought these at Walmart. I'm not sure where the rest went. I think I gave some away with some arrows that I gave away to a couple people, but these are really nice when you're target shooting because they pull right out. They make a hole slightly bigger than the actual arrow shaft. I did tell you that we would take a look at some of the stuff I take with me when I go into the woods. Some of this stuff applies more to when I'm up north around my cottage, which is on the Bruce Peninsula, and there are rattlesnakes. So some of the stuff I carry with me do apply more to there. But other than that, I'll show you. Alright, so here's some of the things I bring with me, depending on what I'm hunting. Right now we're on an archery range and you're not allowed to have anything other than, you know, a bow or a crossbow. If I'm hunting small game, I actually use a, it's a Crosman Phantom 22, 495 feet per second. It is honestly one of the most accurate pellet guns I've ever had, and like I said, it's a 22 caliber pellet gun, so that helps quite a bit. Now if I'm out there hunting big game, right now what I use is this bow that we talked about earlier. These arrows that I use for target are just fine. I do have broadheads that I put on it if I'm out hunting big game. The next few things I bring with me, I actually don't have it sitting right here. I actually left it in the truck. It's I have a Nalgene water bottle. I always bring water, and usually a couple bottles of like 1.5 liter bottles of water, whether I'm cleaning game or I get stuck out there for a little bit. Again, some of this stuff applies to when I'm in a little bit of ruggeder terrain. My main knife I carry is actually this. It's a Schrade SCHF 51, I believe. It is a very heavy knife. Yeah, SCHF 51, made by Schrade. Absolutely love this. The handle scales are TPE, so they're almost like a rubberized field. The jimping is not aggressive. It's enough to make it easy to hold. It's very nice. It's made of O1 tool steel. Great material for knives. It's a great knife. It does come with a sharpening plate, I guess you could call it. It's like a diamond dust covered sharpening piece of metal. The other thing it does come with is a fire steel, which is always good to have. I do not like the striker that comes with it. I find it doesn't work well for me. What I like to do is use the blunt end of the knife. The next thing I always carry with me is some shelter. In my case, it comes in the form of this Ultimate Survival Technology base all-weather tarp. It's relatively small, but it's made of reflective material, which is great for signaling, and it helps keep you warm. So it's a little bit like a heat blanket, like those Mylar heat blankets, but it's a little bit more robust and tough. The next thing I usually take with me, and again, some of this stuff applies to the Bruce Peninsula because there are rattlesnakes, and I have read many a story of people waking up with rattlesnakes in their sleeping bags. Is I take this. It is a hammock. It's made of ripstop nylon. It is great. This particular one also has a mosquito net built in. It's not the best for the winter. Again, it is winter right now, but it's better than having nothing. You could use this in conjunction of a few things, but put the tarp over top. That would work great as well. The next thing is this is 550 paracord 7-strand core. This is the normal stuff, the military grade. There is a grade higher than this. I think it's like 12 strand. I'm not 100% sure. I've never owned some. The other thing that is good about this, and I keep it in the bag because if something happens, fill it up with water. Something else I always carry with me is actually here. It's on my side. This is my everyday carry. Got a sharpening plate in here. Just like it's actually the one that came with the Schrade. I don't particularly like these, but if you're stuck in the woods, better than having nothing. I also carry a multi-tool, knife, pliers, always important. This particular multi-tool also has the ability to use these bits. So, like I said, this is my everyday carry. I carry it with me everywhere I go, whether I'm at work or I'm out in the middle of the woods. It's always good to have that kind of stuff. In the other pocket here, I carry flashlight. Actually got this from Survival Life. It's a Hyper Beam. Great little flashlight. I carry an extra set of batteries for it. Also have a lighter. I have 2 lighters actually. I have just a normal Bic lighter, as well as I always carry a windproof. It's helpful. And just because I'm over the top about
being safe with these sorts of things, I also carry a second Fire Steel. This one's a bit smaller, but it's kind of nice. It's got this whistle on it. Usually helps if I put it right side up. See? Works. And it, great sparker. Actually gonna put that back in there so it's always there. That's basically the main stuff I'm always carrying with me when I'm in the woods. Sometimes it's nice after a big long day of walking around hunting. It's nice to just throw the hammock up towards the end of the day or halfway through the day. You're stopping for something to eat or something along those lines, depending on what you're hunting. Obviously, big game, you're not doing that, but walking around the woods looking for small game, it's kind of nice. Throw it up for 15-20 minutes and just have a seat, use it as a seat. So that's the main stuff I carry with me. I guess we'll see you next time.